Chapter 61 College Orientation, August 10th, 2025. August 10th, 2025, the day I officially stepped into my future. It was college orientation at college. I woke up that morning feeling a mix of nervous and excitement. I packed my pencil pouch, grabbed a notebook, and made sure my phone was charged. I wanted to be ready for everything. As I arrived on campus, I saw other students and families walking around, some just as unsure as I felt, and others already laughing and making friends. It hit me. This was really happening. This was where I spent the next years learning, growing, and building something new. Orientation helped a lot. That gave us our welcome packets, schedules, and maps. Staff and student leaders introduced themselves with big smiles as I felt a little more at ease. We did icebreakers, we went on campus tours, and learned what to expect for classes, dorm life, and student support. I found out where my classes would be held, how to check my email, and how to use the school's online system. I even got to meet a few people in the programs. We talked about our favorite subjects and we were most excited for. For me, it was focusing and learning things that helped me grow as a person. By the end of the day, I was tired, but in a good way. I felt more confident. I could see myself walking these halls, sitting in class, and being part of something bigger. August 10th wasn't just orientation day, it was the beginning of my journey. Chapter 62 Fun Camp, August 11th to 12th, 2025. After finishing my orientation, it was time for Fun Camp, the big college ride orientation that took place on August 11th and 12th, 2025. Right away, I could tell this was going to be different. There were so many new faces and a lot of energy in the air. On day one, we kicked things off with welcome sessions and group introductions. I got to meet other new students from all kinds of majors, not just from my program. We played some icebreaker games that actually helped calm my nerves, and I started feeling more comfortable. Then came day two, which was all about getting prepared for college life. We had workshops on time management, campus jobs, and ways to get involved. One workshop that stood out to me was about student leadership. I signed up to learn more about the Student Government Association because I want to run for a position this year. It felt good to take that first step. I also visited a table for the campus wellness center. I found out that they offered counseling and mental health support, which really mattered to me. It's good to know help is there if I need it. They even had a free stress kits and flyers with tips for balancing college life. By the end of fun camp, I felt more confident and excited for the school year. Orientation helped me feel like I belong here, and that I'm ready for what comes next. Chapter 63 Moving into my college dorm on college. The day had come. Move-in day after fun camp, I finally felt ready to take the next big step, moving into my college dorm. I woke up early, packed the last few things, and said goodbye to my room back home. It felt strange, but I knew this was part of growing up. When we pulled up to campus, there were volunteers wearing college shirts helping students move in. They had cards ready and greeted us with smiles. That made everything feel less stressful. I grabbed my backpack, laptop bag, and pillow, while the rest of my stuff went in the cart. My binder, notebooks, folders, sticky notes, index cards, pencil pouch, and of course, my Owl City playlist ready to go. When I walked into the dorm building, it was busy. People were going up and down the halls, talking, laughing, and setting up their rooms. I found my room, unlocked the door. It was a blank space, but it was ready to make it mine. I packed the bed by the window. I set up my desk first, placing my laptop in the center. Stacking my notebooks, and school supplies neatly beside it. I put my sticky notes on the wall, ready for reminders and position messages. My binder and folders went on the shelf. It felt good to have everything in order. After that, I made my bed, hung up a few posters, and plugged in my mini fan. I even set out a small photo of my sister and I as a reminder of the person who helped me get here. Later, my roommate came in. We introduced ourselves and talked about our classes. We seemed chill, and I felt better knowing I wouldn't be alone here. We made plans to grab dinner at the dining hall later. That night, I sat at my desk and looked around my new space. It wasn't it wasn't home yet, but it was a start. I thought about everything I had been through to get here, from transferring to Gateway, finding my passion for anything, to now beginning college. I was proud of myself. As I got into bed and looked out the window, I whispered, "This is my time now." Chapter 64. Starting my first day of the programs. The morning of my first day in the programs felt kind of like the first day of school all over again. A mix of nerves and excitement. I woke up early, grabbed my backpack with my notebook, laptop, and pencil pouch, and headed out. Campus was busy, but I knew where I was going this time. Molly Hall. The building where my classes were held, looking bigger up close than it did during orientation. I found my classroom and sat down early so I could get settled. The professor introduced herself and explained what the programs was all about, focusing on real world skills like communication, problem solving, and practical decision making. It sounded different but interesting, and I like that it connected with what I wanted to do. We started by sharing a little about ourselves and what we hope to get from the program. It felt good to hear other student stories. Some were nervous like me, others were excited for the challenge. During class, I took notes carefully and asked for a few questions. The professor encouraged us to work together and think outside the box. I could tell this was going to be on a hands-on, interact class, not just lectures. By the end of the day, I felt more confident. This wasn't just another class, it was a chance to grow in ways I hadn't before. Walking back to my dorm, I thought about how the programs could help me become a better communicator and problem solver. Skills I know will help in college and beyond. I'm ready to take on this new path. Chapter 65. Prayers for Camp Mystic, July 5th, 2025. After the flood that hit Camp Mystic on July 4th, everything changed. People all across Texas and even further were praying for the kids, the families, and the whole camp. Everyone was heartbroken. We heard about two girls, Lila Bonner and Ellie Pick, who didn't make it. They were from Dallas and had come to camp like everyone else to make memories, have fun, and grow in their faith. Now they were gone. Around 20, around 27 girls were missing. The river rose too fast. Some cabins were too close to the water. Camp was full. Over 700 campers had just started their second term. Then the storm came. The flood took lives across the area, maybe 43 to 52 people total, and at least 15 of them were children. It happened so fast, families rushed to find their daughters. First responders worked day and night. Through through all of this, Camp Mystic stood strong in what it believes: faith, prayer, and love. People held prayer circles, churches lit candles, parents, counselors, and alumni came together to pray. Even online, people share messages like praying for Mystic, Mystic strong, and remember our girls. One mom said, Camp Mystic is built on faith and love. We're holding on to that right now. Even in sadness, the Mystic community stayed together, praying for peace, for hope, and for the girls who hadn't come home yet.